Okay, it looks like we are live here today. How's everyone doing? Feels like we're living in Seattle, California right now. At least we have a little bit of sun today, so that is actually feeling so great. Survived another storm yesterday. And well, I want to welcome you all back today to an easy, healthy cooking demonstration here at Hoag Health. My name is Mona Cabrera. I'm the registered dietitian of the lifestyle program here. And every Wednesday, I come on here to show you an easy, healthy recipe that you can throw into your meal planning so you can get some easy, healthy recipes on the table, or maybe packed up to take to work, or having a simple breakfast like today. And you should be able to see the recipe on a PDF. Let's see if it's there. I'm gonna pull up my, and if it was there earlier, let's see. So usually a PDF. If it's not there, we will get it up again. Oh, I see it there. Okay. So today we're going to be doing a healthy breakfast. Breakfast oftentimes is really tough for a lot of folks to try to get in some protein and fiber. So I thought I would bring this here today for you, and you can use it for any meal of the day. But we are going to do an easy Farro breakfast bowl. And really quick, I did want to mention, if you're new here, please say hello. And if you are one of my regulars, please say hello too. I want to know where you're all watching from. And if you have any questions at any time, I have the live chat up here so I can see your questions or comments. So I like it to be interactive. If you have anything to say about anything, please put your comments there. Let's go through the ingredients. So this is a breakfast bowl. So we have 2 soft hard-boiled eggs. We have some healthy fat from avocado. And then our whole grain is a farro. So if you're not familiar with farro, it looks like brown rice, but a little bit bigger and a little bit more of a nuttier texture, often used in Mediterranean cooking. And if you look at the label at Farro, 1/4 of a cup has 5 grams of protein. So it's it gives us a little bit of protein besides the eggs. And then we're gonna have to throw in a little bit of Greek yogurt. And we have I'm just throwing some spinach and cherry tomatoes in there. So those are cooking right now in this pan. So I'm just cooking them, heating them up. And those are a couple of vegetables that I always have at home because I just loved cooked cherry tomatoes and cooked spinach together with eggs. It's just one of the things I really love. So, farro is really easy to cook. So we're gonna talk about that really quick. You just cook it in boiling water. So you would just get a little pot like that, and you would have it on your stove top. Put water in there, and then you throw this in there, and it says to cook on boiling for 10 minutes. And then you just toss the water out. So it doesn't absorb all the water. So you toss all the water out, keep your farro, okay? So that's really simple. So I'm gonna show you what cooked farro looks like. We're not gonna cook it today. I already cooked it for you to show you what that looks like. So, bigger grain, chewier, has a nutty flavor. Let me come closer to the camera. Can you see this? Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than brown rice. Has a great flavor, lots of vitamins and minerals. So if you want to change up your whole grain, this is a good one to use. Okay. So then you take that same pot. If you boil your eggs in a pot, it takes about 6 minutes, right? So you put your raw eggs in there in a boiling water, takes about 6 minutes. Bring them out, put them in a cold icy bowl, and that way the shell comes off really easy if you haven't mastered boiling your eggs yet. Took me a while. I also do cook them in the Instant Pot, and I cook them for 3 minutes. You put water at the bottom, you put the eggs on the trivet, put that lid on, you cook it for 3 minutes. They come out really good. So I have 2 cooked eggs here. So we're gonna assemble our breakfast bowl. So I'm cooking these vegetables here because I do like a little bit more fiber with breakfast. It's gonna be more filling, and plus it's delicious. So that protein at breakfast is really important because that will keep us satiated for 3-4 hours. When you eat a breakfast that doesn't have your protein there, you're gonna see you start looking for food within an hour. So it's really important to have a good amount of protein at breakfast. Let me get my knife here. Okay, so you can see it's a meal that you can just meal prep and have it ready for the week. Use it however you like. So while these vegetables are just cooking in this skillet, I'm gonna take our cooked farro and I'm adding a little cumin, giving it a little bit more flavor. I love cumin, but if you wanna skip that part, you can, and you can just use salt and pepper. So I'm gonna heat up some farro. Putting a drop of cumin. Let's look at our recipe. Half a cooked farro, 2 eggs, half a teaspoon of cumin. Okay. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cumin here. Salt and pepper. I don't use a lot of salt. If you're watching your blood pressure, maybe you're not using a lot of salt either, right? Or shouldn't be. Should be really watching your salt intake. I'm putting some pepper now. And hopefully you can hear me. My voice is, I've had a cold for some time, but I'm better now, but it's lingering. Just my voice is not too loud. So this is cooking here. So we're just basically warming up the farro with some cumin. And then we have some veggies here, the tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and spinach. So when you're ready to assemble your bowl, that's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna add some healthy fat from our avocado. So that healthy fat's really important to have in our diet. It does help absorb fat-soluble vitamins, and it does keep us full longer. So our fat-soluble vitamins are vitamin A, D, E, and K. And healthy fats that are solid, like our avocado, keep us full longer. So I'm gonna add a half of this small avocado to our bowl. So super simple, right? Any questions? So basically you can boil a bunch of eggs on the weekend, make a pot of farro, and then assemble your bowls as you go. So everything's warmed up. So we have our carbohydrates from our farro, a little bit of protein, some fiber. Putting that in our bowl, making a really balanced breakfast here. Then we're gonna add our veggies. Okay. Now let's take our eggs. I hope they're not overcooked. I don't like them too hard. I like them a little soft. Ah, this one's hard. Can hardly get my knife in there. That's not too bad. So I'm having 2 eggs for breakfast. So I'm gonna add both here. A little bit soft. Not runny, but they're soft. Perfect. And then we're gonna add our avocado. Now this makes a great lunch as well. Let's see if I can get my avocado still looking pretty as I bring it into my bowl. Okay. Still together. Not as pretty as I like it, but it's gonna work. I'm gonna show you what this beautiful bowl looks like. Okay. Let's see, now we're gonna have some creaminess from our Greek yogurt. I'm just gonna put a tablespoon or so. And Greek yogurt is a great source of protein and calcium when we want some cream to our meals. If you have the spice, everything but the bagel, that's also a good one that you could put on your eggs. We don't have that today. But let me show you what this looks like and we'll have a taste. Any questions? Let's see what this looks like. I don't see any questions. I'm going to show you up close. Can you see that? What a beautiful bowl that is. Bring it back. There we go. So that is a good looking breakfast. It didn't take too long to make. So pretty quick once you meal prep it. You got your farro, got some eggs boiled, you just throw it together. Okay? Let's try it. Anything with tomatoes is amazing. I love tomatoes. Everything has enough salt. I'll put a little bit of my avocado. But, that is super delicious. Very well balanced. Would you guys eat that for breakfast or lunch? Tell me you would. Well, let's see. Let's take questions, comments. And let me pull it up. I want to thank you guys all for joining who's here live. I see some of you. I don't see any questions or comments. It's really simple. The recipe should be posted there for you. And so if you also like to put lemon on it, that works well too. I don't have any lemon today, but you can see how simple it is. Farro takes about 10 minutes to boil, 6 minutes for your eggs in a pot. And if you have the tomatoes and spinach, just warm those up with the farro and then throw everything in a bowl. So eating healthy doesn't have to be complicated. Just having some simple ingredients at home where you can just, takes about 10 minutes to make this whole meal and you'd be set. And then you can meal prep it on the weekend, throw these together into your Tupperware and take it to work as well if you wanted to use it for a lunch or a breakfast at work. So super easy. I'm gonna take some questions. When our meal prep is easy and simple, we definitely are more successful with our health goals. So that's why I like to bring you guys some easy recipes here. To keep our food stress low, we got enough stress from everything else in life. Food stress, we really have to just keep it to a minimum. So Hopefully you find this very easy to make and delicious, because our food has to be satisfying. So hopefully it is delicious for you too. I will be back next week with another cooking demonstration and a nutrition topic on Tuesday. And Dan will be here tomorrow doing an exercise class at noontime, if you guys can tune in for that. Okay, make sure you save the recipe or print it out, or you can even share it with friends and family if you, I'm sure they'll want to enjoy it too. I did see a question, thanks for asking, where can I find farro in the market rice section? It should be, it's a whole grain, so it should be next to the rice. In Trader Joe's it is. This is where I found this one. But other grocery stores should carry it. And yes, it's gonna be by the whole grains. Thanks for asking, because I'm sure a lot of other people are wondering if they've never used it. Any other questions? And when you're buying your, Greek yogurt, it can be used in so many recipes. So if you get a big tub like this, you can use it for breakfast bowls with fruit and nuts. You can use it for making creamy sauces. You can use it for adding to meals. I like to make tzatziki dip with it. And we add it to protein smoothies. Instead of a protein powder, we add Greek yogurt into the blender for protein. Gosh, so many different ways. Sometimes we just make a dessert bowl with fruit on it. And so it's very filling because of the protein in it. You're welcome. Thanks for asking. Okay, so we're gonna close it up today, I guess. That was a great question. Hopefully, if you guys do make it, come back and let me know how you enjoyed this farro breakfast bowl. I'll show you again what it looks like. Beautiful. Lots of colors. And if you're trying to increase your vegetables at meals, because most of us are not eating enough vegetables and getting our fiber in every day, it's a great way to get lots of vegetables in there. And you can add other vegetables that you like. Maybe you have onions and mushrooms cooked already or something that you like. Just throw it together with this bowl. Definitely make the recipe your own so you can enjoy it. Okay, we are gonna log off today. I wanna thank you guys all for joining, and see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your week.